Good day and welcome new members to the community, or members if you're already been here for a while and are catching the replay for this one, because this is an important one. But this really should be like the first training you see, and in order to build your online strategy. So I'm going to talk about the 5 stages to stardom. And you'll find out with this training in what stage you are. Now, why is this important? Give it a fancy name. The stages to stardom. Gave it a trademark logo, whatever. Why is this important? Well, how could you expect to be active online and do the right things at the right moment if you don't even know what it is you really need? Okay, so that's the whole point. It's like having a massive headache, right? And going to the doctor and you ask him, please, doctor, my head is killing me. What's going on? Help me. And the doctor looks at you and he says, well, sir, get some nice, good sleep, get some rest, eat a lot of fruit, and you'll be better. Well, here's the thing. You'll probably be, okay? You probably will be better at one point. But right now, all you needed was some aspirin. And it's the same with these 5 stages. Of course, what you're doing at the moment, of course, it will help eventually. But I'm seeing this with the most of you. You're not doing, at this point, you're not doing exactly the stuff you really should be doing in order to climb to the next stage to become a star eventually. So that's the thing. And I really need you, like at the end of the training, I really need you to leave in the comments what you are: a dreamer, believer, achiever, succeeder, or a star. I'm going to talk about it right now so I can help you a bit and we can discuss your future growth. All right. So if I were you, I would take a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, whatever, because this is really important. This is the pillar. This is the beginning of your training here. Once you know this, once you know in what stage you are at this point, you really can grow faster because you really know what you should be doing right now to grow, instead of doing something you should be doing like in 2 years. All right. So this whole 5 stages to stardom thing is just a pyramid. Oh, Illuminati. It's just a pyramid. So I'm going to draw a pyramid. And if I were you, I would do it too. It's the model. So we have this pyramid. And it has 5 stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? That's the whole thing. And these 5 stages, the names of these 5 stages are the dreamer. You are a dreamer. Or a believer. You are a achiever. A succeeder. Or a star. Sorry, couldn't find another word that was rhyming with eater and the dreamer, achiever, and achiever. You're just a fucking star, okay? At the top, you're just a star. We're gonna talk about that in a minute as well. I hope you can read it. Yeah, a bit. My writing is not that good, but okay. So, how will you identify what you are right now at this point? Well, I can tell you, we're all dreamers. And in every stage, you still are a dreamer. That's the beauty of it. But I'm going to explain what it really means to be in the dreamer stage. Because being an artist, it's all about fan base, right? You need fans. Why do we need fans as an artist? Think about it. Because as an artist, myself, back in the days, as an artist, it becomes this thing that it's you take it for granted. Or, of course, I need fans. I'm an artist. I need fans. But why do you need fans? Why, as an artist, do you need fans? Well, because they pay you money. And at this point, some artists are like, money, it's art, man. I'm doing it for love. I do it for love. Sure, of course, it's all love. It's all passion. I'm not doing it for the money. But hey, would you rather work at a 9 to 5 because you need to pay your bills and do what you love in the night? So achiever stage. We're gonna hit that one in a bit. It's problematic for some artists, this stage. We're gonna talk about it in a bit. Or would you rather just be able to be working on your music like 9 to 5 every single day and get paid for it? Let's be honest, man, come on. So of course it's passion, but hey, we need to pay the bills, right? So you need fans because they will stream your music, they will play your YouTube videos, and they will buy tickets for your shows. In the end, it's all about that because you need to make a living. Anyways, might as well do it with your love and the music. So, but to give some numbers to the stages in fans, it's kind of hard because when you're, let's say, in a metal band, right? I don't know, like I was in metal back in the days as well. I've been in metal, DJing, rock, hip hop, everything, dance. But like a number of fans in the metal scene can be a lot, but compared to like the hip hop scene, it's nothing, right? So I couldn't really give a number of fans. Besides that, it's kind of hard to talk about. There isn't an artist that can say, yeah, I got like 1,022 fans. Mm-hmm. It's fake, right? But the thing they all have in common, the industries, the scenes, the music scenes, kinda, is the money you get for a show. So that's how I'm gonna identify, and you are gonna identify what stage you are in. Like the doctor is identifying because of the symptoms the patient has, the doctor knows what to do at this point to get him better. With this model, where you identify yourself, you know exactly what you should be doing at this point to grow, to get you better, to get you up, right? So, to identify yourself. In the dreamer stage, I'm gonna talk about what it means to be a dreamer, but in the dreamer stage, if you get per show $0 to $50, if it's euros, sorry, if it's dollars, pounds, I don't care. Just let's call it bucks, right? 0 to 50, in my book, you're a dreamer. If you get per show you do, whether it's hip hop, dance, I don't care. If it's 50 to 500 per show, in my book, you are a believer. And I believe that a lot of you in this community are in the believer stage. So this one is really important. The next one is important as well, because I've seen some achievers in the community as well. And so if you make like 500 per show till 1K, so 1,000, you're an achiever. Let's be honest, you're achieving already. I mean, it's good money. When you make 1K, so 1,000 till, I don't know, let's say roughly about 4K, because it's kind of fake, all right? So it's not like, oh, I make this, so I am a dreamer. No, maybe you are a believer, but but this is a model. So if you make 1K to 4K, in my book, you're a succeeder. And the star, man, it's a cool one. We're gonna talk about it in a bit. The star makes, in my book, around like 4K plus. So if you make that, man, you're a star. But you could be saying like, okay, but 3K show is succeeding. I mean, in my book, you would be a star. In your book, like you're saying, like in my book, I would be a star already. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the difference between a succeeder and a star in a bit. So this is the model. Really, people, really write this down. Like in everything, what you learn, write it down. I have like this moleskin, like this notebook with me, like all the time, with my pen in it, and every fucking thing I come up with or think about, I write it down, really. So write it down. This is the model you should be wanting to climb this pyramid. All right, so from 0 to 50, a dreamer, 50 to 500 bucks per show, a believer, 500 to 1K, an achiever, 1K to 4K, a succeeder, and 4K and up, you're a star. All right, so this already, you can identify yourself because you know what it is you're making at this point per show, so you already got an idea. And now I'm going to talk about the other symptoms that come with these stages. And you probably, if you identified yourself like, I think I'm a believer, probably I'm going to hit the nail at the head. That's what we say in Netherlands. But I'm thinking if it's the same in English, but probably not, but whatever. So, the dreamer. What's typical for a dreamer? Well, a dreamer is someone who has this dream, who feels the urge to be on stage. He would love it to, you know, he got this, we all know it. We are artists. We know this fire that's burning inside, right? We all know it. And we got this, it's you can't describe it that good, but you know what it is, right? Even artists is already like believers or achievers at one point. If they didn't do any gig or studio session for too long, they got this fire already burning. Pardon me. So this is a dreamer, but the thing is, it's only a dream. There is no product. There is no, for DJs, mixtape. There are no lyrics for the MCs. There are no future house tracks for the DJ. I don't know, right? So there is no product. No product. No product. That's the problem. That's the problem. And let me just put it here, because I think it will be better for you to look at. No product. So what does a dreamer need to go up? This one is really easy. What does the dreamer need to go to the believer stage? A product. You need your mixtape, you need your songs, you need your whatever, you need your stuff, your product. So you need productivity. Productivity gets you up to the next one. And this is how I'm gonna teach you now how to climb all these fucking stages. It's not that hard, guys. So the dreamer needs productivity, right? You could be saying like, okay, but he has no product. How can he make like, I don't know, like 40 bucks? Well, probably you got a friend who has no bar, or his birthday, and he's like, yo man, what up? Can you look like DJ at my birthday, right? I give you 20 bucks or something like, okay. So, you know, or an open mic and he gives you a couple of beers. Let's say it's equal to a couple of bucks. So, you know, that's why. So the next one, really important. I think a lot of you are in this one, the believer stage. 50 to 500 bucks per show. And what is typical for the believers? Well, and what do I mean with believer to start with? I'm sorry, man, I'm going too quick. I'm going too fast. What do I mean with believing? Because through all the stages, you're still believing in your art, right? So it doesn't mean like if you're an achiever, you're not believing anymore. No, but what does it mean to be a believer? Well, you've been out, so you got your mixtape, productivity. So you got your mixtape, you got your songs with the band, you rehearse some, I don't know, maybe covers, man. You're a cover band. It could be like that. And you go out, you play locally, right? I'm pointing that words because that's the city there. I can see the city. And you get paid for it, man. So you're doing this thing. You've been making your art. You go out. You love what you do. People are laughing at you, giving you a good feeling. And at the end of the night, you get paid. Maybe like 150, because 150, that's the magical number. 100 or 150, a lot of DJs, bands, MCs, like a lot of acts get 150 euros, well, here in the Netherlands. So the 150 mark, that's really a magical number. So, but that's what it means to be a believer. You believe, and you start believing like, oh shit, I'm doing this, my formula, I make this, I go out and play, I get money. Fuck, man, this can work. That's what it means to be a believer. Shit, this actually can work, right? So that's a believer. But what is the problem of a believer? No recognition. Now, I can hear you think, you just said that you got recognition because people were laughing. Yes, locally in that one bar. But what you need is publicity. And this is the thing, online marketing, building your audiences. What you need is more like real recognition that you are an artist. So you can grow, not only locally, but in the whole country, in the continent, whatever, you can grow. So what you need in order to jump from the believer stage to the achiever stage is publicity. Online marketing, right? Building your audiences. The whole fucking reason you're in this community right now. I think a lot of you are in the believer stage. All right, so after the believer stage, so you had a dream, you made your product, you went out and go play in bars, you got some freaking money off it, so you start believing, and at one point, because of your online marketing, what you learn here, and I'll be doing screen shares and everything to set up the right targeting and finding your fans. I'm really gonna do that shit here. Will be awesome. So and you become what I call the local hero. Like, you're the achiever. Everyone in your area knows you. Like, this dude's about to blow. We all know a couple of artists like this. Like, okay, this dude, he's about to blow. This MC, man, he's gonna make it. That band, shit, bro, you need to see that band, right? This DJ, man, that dude is playing everywhere. Even in, you know, like the other side of the country. So you're an achiever, and because of the publicity, and because of the fact people know you, and because of the fact you're becoming an authority, right? Like I'm becoming in my industry, because you become an authority and people trust you and they really believe that, yo, this dude is knowing what he's talking about, or this DJ, he knows what he's doing, or this band, they almost got signed to this and this label. You're an achiever, and because of that, the money per show goes up. Now, what is the problem of the achiever? And this is important, and this is frustrating as hell. Because the problem of the achiever is no focus. And what do I mean with no focus? Well, here's the thing. If you make, let's say 1K, 1,000 per show, to make it easy, to keep it easy, 1,000 per show, and you do freaking like, I don't know, like 6 gigs a month, that's like 6,000 a month for working 6 times. Man, you're achieving, right? The dream we had is to build our fan base in order to get money out of it so we can only make music and not do another 9 to 5. Well, at this point, you are making enough money. But the thing here is, there is no certainty, no focus. You need certainty, because you're doing certainty. You're doing great and everything, but always, and maybe, you know, I've spoken to a couple of achievers in this community, so I know a couple of you are in this one. The achiever is not gonna quit his job. Man, yeah, this music is going great now, but, you know, like, in 3 months it could be over, right? Like, shit, I'm not gonna quit my job. I went to school for this job, and this music thing is cool and all, and it's my passion and my dream, but yo, let's face it, I'm not gonna fucking like lose my job, right? And that's why you don't got the focus, because you've got your 9 to 5, you're working your ass off like 40 hours a week or something, and then this is becoming a job as well. So it also needs the attention to keep it running. So you're really, we call it like seeing yourself in a mirror. You're battling yourself because you hit the ceiling. You can't grow because you have your 9 to 5 job. But I do understand you. Well, no, I don't understand people, because I'm the one that always jumps in deep waters like, I don't fucking care, I'm gonna go hit my goals. But okay. In all fairness, and let's be realistic, of course I do understand. You're not gonna just lose a job. So what you need is certainty. You need the certainty. Strengthening the fan base. I've been talking about that sometimes, a couple of times here. Strengthening the fan base. Building your audience. A lot of you talked to me or spoke to me in the DM, in the messenger, and I've been telling you, and you asked me how I could help you, and I've been telling you, almost every one of you, every single one of you, I'm going to learn you how to attract your audience and convert them to fans and strengthen the fan base. These are the stages how we can do it. So you become a succeeder. You're not only the local hero anymore. You're like the national hero, kinda. Like, not only in your region, everyone knows you. Because, let's be honest, in the believer stage, that's a funny thing. This is a funny thing. In the believer stage, you went out and played, and people, you know, that didn't know you gave you money. So you start believing. At one point, everyone in that circle knows you, and then you're gonna do the same trick in the city right next to it, where nobody knows you, doing the same formula. Boom, they all know you. Next city. Boom, they all know you. Next city. Boom, they all know you. So that's what it is. And at one point, if like all those cities and everyone knows you, you're the succeeder. And you lost your job. I mean, no, not, you ditched your job. So you quit working and because of that, you can have more focus, more music, more mixtapes, more promotion going out there. You're really like the artist at this point, like the artist. But there's a problem. There is no rest. No rest, my peoples. No rest. Because, yes, you make a lot of money. And I like to call it fuck a job money. Like in the hip hop back in the days, we called fuck a job money, right? I need that fuck a job money. But there's no rest because you're realizing, okay, I got this, and I could probably live a couple months, maybe a year off this money if I save it a bit, I spread it out a bit. But if I stop making music right now, it will be over in, I don't know, a couple of months or a year. It's not like money, like, you need the music. That's the thing. This music biz is your only biz. That's the thing you really need to make your income. And you could outlive it a couple of months or something if you would stop making music right now, but your name would fade, all right? No rest, because you really realize, like, fuck, man, I gotta do this. I can't quit. And it's your own trap. It really is a trap. It's your own trap. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time, like that, what people say. That's the thing. That's this. It's a blessing and a curse. That's the thing. It's so awesome that everybody knows you and everybody gives you recognition for what you're doing, etc., etc. You play all these gigs, you get money out of it, and meet and greets, and you name it. But it's your trap. A lot of people go crazy. We can all name like a couple of big artists that go crazy. That's why some people, when they tell me Justin Bieber or this or that, like, oh, motherfucker, he's stupid, does this and does that, I don't know, like arrogance. Man, it's not really about arrogance. Maybe it is a bit, but it's not really about arrogance. It's another thing. It's not really about arrogance. What would you do if you have everything in the world but no rest? Really, you really got to do it every day. You get crazy. So what you need is independency. And my writing gets worse with every word I go up. But independency, like you should be independent, like from the music. Music shouldn't be your only source of income, right? And we all know this. We all know that all of a sudden rappers got their own, like, vodka, rum, own TV shows, you name it. Like, it's not only about the music anymore. They're like branching out. They're doing other stuff in order to be able to stop music. Man, 50 Cent, for instance. When is the last time 50 Cent dropped a single? I don't know. But I do know he has his own, like, Gooi de Ram or something. Like, it's the alcohol. He got his power. He's like really into the movies and that industry. So, but still he's doing like sold out big stadiums, people. He didn't even release a song, but he's still relevant. That's the whole thing. And then you are a star. Ding, 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 ding. And that's the difference between a succeeder and a star. The succeeder, you made it, bro. You made it. No doubt. You're making money and this is your life. But it's only music and it's your trap. And the star is the one that all of a sudden appears in game shows. I'm working for an artist, like multiple artists. But there is an artist and he quite recently, not like a couple weeks, but months already, I think maybe a year, made a transition to star. Why? All of a sudden you see him in the game shows where people are him, like, who am I, the game? Like, you got this name in front of you and the guy sitting behind it doesn't know what the name is and he should guess who he is. The artist was the guy he should, like, he was it. Then it's a star. Because as a succeeder, everyone in your scene knows you. If you're into hip-hop, everyone in the hip-hop knows you. We all know this, that somebody tells you, yo, you know this artist? Like, no, I have no freaking clue who that is. You're like, what? You don't know who he is? Everybody knows him. Well, I'm not that into hip-hop, right? But there are also artists, let's say rappers in this case, who if you're into metal music, you still know that rapper, 50 Cent, for instance. You don't have to be in hip-hop music in order to know 50 Cent, in order to know Eminem, in order to know Dr. Dre. Right? You don't have to be into rock music to know the Red Hot Chili Peppers, to know Bon Jovi, to know Nirvana, right? So those are the stars. That's the difference. So this really is the model. This really is the model. The stage of dreamer, believer, achiever, succeeder, and the star. So if you make from 0 to 50, in my book, you're the dreamer. If you make 50 to 500, in my book, you're the believer. If you make 500 to 1K, you're the achiever. If you make 1K to 4K, sorry, you're the succeeder. And if you make 4K plus, you're the star. But also these ones are really important. So the dreamer has no product, needs the productivity to go to the believer stage. The believer feels he doesn't have the recognition he should have, needs publicity in order to get it and become an achiever. The achiever wants to quit his 9-to-5 job, but can't because there's no certainty, there's no focus because of the two jobs you have. So you need the certainty that this will work so you get more money, but then you're inside your own trap. You got no rest because this is all you have to do and can do. So you need the independency from the music, and then you are the star. Well, inside joke, or not that inside joke, everybody knows it. You got no product, no recognition, no focus, no rest. The star has no privacy. That's it. But this is the model, and you really should pinpoint where you are at this point, people. Really. In order to follow my other training sessions, etc., identify your stage. Leave it in the comments, please. You really should. Because then I help you a bit. We can talk about, like, let's set up a call or something. And if you do want to have a clarity call, because these live trainings are great and everything, but, you know, clarity calls of 15 minutes, they're free. You can talk to me. I have one in a couple of minutes. You can talk to me, and we can discuss your future goals. But it helps me if you already identified your stage. And of course, we're going to talk about it, and let's see if you identified it correctly. But it helps, the 15-minute clarity calls, all right? I also got coaching calls, so you can talk like 60 minutes with me. That is paid, not a lot, but we can do screen sharing. You can copy my technical marketing stuff, the techniques, and use it for your own, right? But I always say first, guys, please first take the 15-minute free call. Don't pay money for anything yet. Just, you know, take the free call. So this is the model, my 5 stages to stardom, or well, the 4 stages to stardom. And identify yourself, guys. And I wish you good luck with all the pieces of training you'll be seeing here in this community. And I love that this community is growing so fast already. And if you have questions, guys, please hit me up. I don't bite. Love you guys.